Oh yeah, it's finally time. Besides Pantera, Lamb of God are just one of the best groove metal bands. And they are one of my all-time favorite groups in metal. They've been at this game for 20 years and still going strong. Now, even though there's a new album coming out, we actually don't have a lot to get through. So this shouldn't be too long. So let's immediately get started with New American Gospel. Going into this, I didn't know what I was gonna get myself into. But damn, this is different. Like, this ain't the Lamb of God I recognize. That's not me saying this is a bad record. As a matter of fact, I thought this was freaking great. I'm just surprised at what I got here. Every song from A Warning all the way to Confessional are just fantastic. And even though they caught me off guard at first, I think Randy's vocals are ferociously good. I might put this up higher in my ranking depending how I feel about the other albums later. As the Palaces Burn. Masterpiece. Yep, already. This is their best album. I don't know how people felt about the production on the debut, but I do know some people have a problem with the rough production on this one, but that roughness is what gives it its charm. And oh god, the tracks. Ruin, the title track, Purified, 11th Hour, Boot Scraper, A Devil in God's Country, In Defense of Her Good Name, Blood Junkie, Vigil, and For Your Mouse may be a top 5 or even top 3 all-time song for me. And I'm not talking about just the band, I mean music in general. This album is a masterful 10 out of 10 with 0 skips on it, and it is not getting surpassed. Ashes of the Wake. Now this is a very close second. There are some big hitters on here, like Laid to Rest, Hourglass, Now You've Got Something to Die For, Faded Line, Blood of the Scribed, One Gun, Break You, some real good shit. But for me personally, I still greatly prefer As the Palaces Burn. The songs on that one just hit a lot harder for me, but this record is still fantastic. Sacrament, yeah, it's good, but the last 3 were obviously much better. It's got its hits like Walk With Me in Hell, Again We Rise, Redneck, Pathetic, Black and the Cursed Sun, Requiem, but this record definitely feels like a step down compared to the last 3 albums that were absolutely fantastic. Again, this ain't bad, it's just not amazing. Wrath. Oh boy, I think we're getting at a decline, because this one is a step down from Sacrament. We still don't have a bad album, but man, we just can't replicate the magic of the first 3 albums. This still has its bangers like Contractor, Broken Hands, Dead Seeds, Choke Sermon, and Reclamation. Good, but still not great. Resolution. This one is actually really good. It's got some really good stuff like Desolation, Ghost Walking, Invictus, Insurrection. Like, this one is actually pretty solid. I haven't mentioned it yet, but ever since Sacrament, Randy's been trying to add in some clean vocals for the songs, and people really don't like them. Me personally, they aren't good, but they aren't the worst thing ever. But this album I definitely think is better than Wrath. Sturm Undrang. Weird ass name aside, this album is good. Like, really damn good. It's really close to getting to that same quality from their prime era. The songwriting, the riffs, the vocals, they're all improved. We even have a few guest features with Chino Moreno of Deftones and Greg Puciato of Dillinger Escape Plan. Man, I seriously need to do a video on Dillinger soon. And to very quickly highlight my favorite tracks on here, Erase This, 512, Footprints, Anthropoid, and Engage the Fear Machine. Lamb of God. What a disappointment. There is good stuff on here, but this definitely feels like a step down. Memento Mori, Reality Bath, New Colossal Hate. I really like the Chuck Billy feature on Routes. Couldn't care less about Poison Dream or Jamie Jest as the feature. This LP just feels so inconsistent. I still wouldn't call it bad. I don't think Lamb of God will have a bad album, but this is very obviously their weakest. Almonds. This is much better. The songwriting and riffs improved. Nevermore, Vanishing Ditch, the title track. Don't have a lot to say about this one, it's just a solid record. The new album comes out tomorrow at the time of this recording. I have to wait one more day, but you guys get to wait only a couple of seconds. Into Oblivion. Well, here it is, their new album. It starts with one hell of an opener that fucking jump scared me. Then we move on to the first single, Parasocial Christ. And man, this track goes hard. Sepsis is also a good single that has a nasty breakdown at the end. The Killing Floor is really good, although I didn't care for El Vacío. Blunt Force Blues, Bully, 1,000 Years really make you headbang. And Divide Slash Destroy is a solid way to close the record. I really like this album, but I didn't really love it. I'm not at all disappointed with the result of this release. I'm just not gonna go crazy for it. And there we go, that's Lamb of God. They have some masterful hits, but they do have a few disappointing misses. Although they haven't made anything that I would call outright bad, just a few lackluster stuff. And now to rank worst to best. The self-titled, Wrath, Almonds, Sacrament, Into Oblivion, Resolution, Weird Name, New American Gospel, Ashes of the Wake, As the Palaces Burn. Next one's gonna be on Exodus, which should actually be uploaded next week. Alright, that's the end, so go away.